Oh, Ariana Grande. When the music video for her song Thank You Next came out, it seemed like she could do absolutely no wrong. The song was great, the message empowering, and the video was full of Mean Girls references. What more could anyone ask for? During the video, we spotted a teaser for the upcoming track 7 Rings and understandably got super excited. But now that it's here, there are some serious issues with it, and it's not just fans saying so. We'll tell you why some of Ariana's fellow artists are not happy about her latest song.
It was garbage.
Whenever Ariana Grande releases a new song, we just can't wait to listen to it. And it turns out that even her fellow musicians feel the same way. When 7 Rings was released, Princess Nokia gave it a listen, but she wasn't exactly happy with what she heard. No, it's not that she's not an Ariana fan, it's because the song sounded awfully similar to her song Mine. Princess Nokia even posted a video of herself listening to both 7 Rings and Mine in order to convey her confusion to fans. She noted that Ariana's sound sounded awfully familiar to her and asked fans if they felt the same. While most people could hear similarities in terms of tune, they pointed out that this beat is not specific to Mine and there are many similar songs out there. But Ariana's detractors point to the song's lyrics as the true source of controversy when compared to Mine. Ariana sings, "You like my hair? Gee thanks, just bought it. I see it, I like it, I want it, I got it." In comparison, the song Mine includes frequent use of the phrase "It's mine, I bought it." Princess Nokia's song is about people of color's experiences with their hair, including purchasing weaves and having to deal with other people wanting to touch them. Upon listening to 7 Rings, Princess Nokia commented, "Ain't that the little song I made about brown women and their hair? Sounds about white." People have been accusing Ariana of cultural appropriation and profiting off of a serious issue. Natural black hair is often stigmatized even among celebrities. Talented stars like Lupita Nyong'o and Solange Knowles have had their hair edited in magazines in order to better adhere to the traditional beauty standards. So this isn't something which should be taken lightly, and it's not hard to see why people are so upset over it. It's a touchy subject. But fans of Ariana Grande know that the star has had her own issues with her hair over the years. We're not all trying to compare the two issues, just pointing out that Ariana didn't need any outside inspiration on the subject of hair struggles. For years, she kept her hair dyed a vivid red color, and she loved how glamorous it made her feel. Unfortunately, the constant dye jobs weren't great for the health of her hair, and she was plagued with breakage and split ends. Ariana's solution was to ditch the red, grab some extensions, and pull her hair back into her now iconic ponytail. Many celebrities purchase hair extensions, and Ariana just so happens to be one of them. For her part, Ariana has stated that she meant absolutely no offense with the lyrics for 7 Rings, and she wasn't making any sort of statement about anyone's hair but her own. She claimed she had nothing but good intentions and apologized if anyone was offended by the song. For now, it seems as though Princess Nokia has said her piece and isn't interested in discussing the issue further. We certainly don't condone plagiarism in any form and believe musicians should come up with their own authentic music. But this next controversy surrounding Ariana Grande's song 7 Rings is kind of ironic when you consider the source. Soulja Boy is known for a lot of things, but being humble definitely isn't one of them. He's called himself the best rapper and proclaimed he's far superior to Kanye West in both musical ability and fashion sense. Well, at least they're about even in the grandiose, unsubstantiated claims department. Soulja Boy has also claimed that his music has influenced artists such as Drake, but now he's claiming Ariana may have gotten some inspiration from him as well. And perhaps surprisingly, this isn't just Soulja Boy making a baseline claim this time. Even fans have noticed that the beat of 7 Rings bears a striking resemblance to Soulja Boy's 2010 song, Pretty Boy Swag. And since this is Soulja Boy we're talking about, you know he hasn't been taking this lightly. He also didn't settle for just making social media posts pointing out the similarities. Of course not. He demanded credit from Ariana and told her to stop stealing his swag. He even flat out called her a thief. Yikes. We understand being upset when you feel your music has been used without your permission, but this seems a little bit over the top. And to make this situation even more ridiculous, Soulja himself has recently been hit with a cease and desist order for his own bout of copyright infringement. Sure, it's not music related, but it's hard not to see the irony in this situation. Soulja Boy has been selling knockoff plug-and-play video game consoles on his website, and it seems legitimate game manufacturers aren't happy about it. After hearing from the team of lawyers from Nintendo, he removed the offending systems from his website. Although Soulja Boy may have some legal issues of his own, this doesn't mean he's entirely incorrect about inspiring 7 Rings. And he and Princess Nokia aren't the only two artists who believe their work influenced Ariana's work. 2 Chainz noticed similarities between his song Door Swanging and 7 Rings and was quick to point it out on social media. He shared the music video for his song Door Swanging and asked fans whether the pink house from the video looks similar to the one featured in 7 Rings. 2 Chainz also seems to believe that the song sounds similar to Soulja Boy's Pretty Boy swag, since he mentioned his nickname, Big Draco, in his social media post. The video for Door Swanging features what's known as the Pink Trap House, which is a house 2 Chainz saved from demolition. He had originally rented it to promote his album Pretty Girls Like Trap Music, and it soon became a local landmark. Fans would frequently stop by to take selfies in front of it or venture inside to take a look at the art gallery located within. But soon, the house was in dire need of rescue, and 2 Chainz stepped up in a big way. It was set to be demolished, but 2 Chainz wasn't about to let that happen. He saved the iconic pink house and turned it into an awesome haunted house. That's quite the compelling history for what was originally a small part of a music video. With all this in mind, it's not surprising 2 Chainz was shocked to see such a similar house appear in the music video for 7 Rings. How does 2 Chainz feel about the situation? Based on his social media posts, he seems to be amused by the situation more than anything else and isn't demanding for recognition the way Soulja Boy and Princess Nokia have. Really, it's a shame that out of all of Ariana's songs, these controversies have to plague 7 Rings. It's a song with a genuinely great message about valuing yourself and your friendships and not relying on romantic relationships for happiness and fulfillment in life. As we all know, Ariana got engaged to Pete Davidson after a very brief courtship period. Although he proposed to her casually while they were relaxing in bed together, he also bought her an engagement ring worth over $100,000. Eventually, the relationship ended, but this doesn't mean Ariana was alone. She had her besties by her side at this time, and one day they headed out for some retail therapy. While they were all having a great time and sipping champagne, Ariana decided to make a formal commitment to herself and her friends. She purchased 7 rings, one for herself and one for each of her 6 friends. The experience inspired her to create a song to further celebrate both her own success and her wonderful friendships. And if you've watched the music video for Thank You Next as many times as we have, some of her pals might look familiar. Taylor Parks helped Ariana write the lyrics for Thank You Next and also appeared in the music video. Ariana sang the song Better Days with her friend Victoria Monet, who also appeared in both 7 Rings and Thank You Next. Ariana and Courtney Cipollone have also been friends for years and years, and Ariana even has a tattoo reading Courtney on her knee. Niomza was the one who first came up with the idea of writing a song about their friendship rings, and she also provided guest vocals for the Mac Miller album The Divine Feminine. Alex Luria is another longtime friend of Ariana, and the two met in gym class, of all places, all the way back in 2001. Cadence is not only a great friend of Ariana's, but she helped her work on her album Sweetener. She's responsible for the song Better Off and met Ariana while they were working in the same studio. 7 Rings is a song we have been excited about for a long time, and we got plenty of hints about it during the music video for Thank You Next. Ariana loves teasing her fans with clues and hints about her upcoming work, and we love searching for them whenever she comes out with something new. She included a sample of the song in the video for Thank You Next, and also drove a car with a license plate which read 7 Rings. And then, of course, there were the pictures we had seen on social media of she and her friends sporting matching rings. You didn't exactly have to be a genius to figure this one out, but all of the clues just got us extra excited for when 7 Rings was finally released. Ariana loves to tease her fans, but she also loves to inspire us. In addition to being a super talented singer, Ariana has always been outspoken regarding her opinions on various issues. With this in mind, it's not too surprising that some of her song lyrics have made their way onto signs held up at women's marches across the country. Many lyrics from Thank You Next were presented or parodied on the signs carried by protesters at the 2019 Women's March, and Ariana herself couldn't have been happier about it. She shared some photos from the march on her social media, along with some emojis we interpret as supportive. Ariana has always been quick to stand up for women's rights, and recently she called out Piers Morgan for some unkind comment he made regarding Little Mix. He shared an image of the promotional art for their upcoming album LM5, along with an old photo shoot done by the Dixie Chicks. He asked Little Mix when they were going to admit they had stolen the idea for their album promotion. The Dixie Chicks is so iconic that seeing the Little Mix photo as anything but a homage is kind of ridiculous. He then went on to target Jessie Nelson in particular, saying she looks ridiculous and demanding she put some clothes on. Later, he named Ariana as someone who doesn't need to sexualize herself, but saying Ariana didn't take kindly to that statement is putting it mildly. She clapped back that women don't have to choose between being empowering and being talented, and that she has made a career out of being both. Ariana ended her tweet with a classic "thank you next," and then posted a photo which shows Piers wearing a rather revealing outfit. Whether or not you're a fan of her music, it's honestly hard not to appreciate Ariana and her outspoken look. What do you think about Ariana's song 7 Rings? Does she owe other artists credit for her inspiration, or are they simply overreacting? Let us know what you think in the comments section below, and then click on the subscribe button for more videos from us here at The Taco. Bye for now!